Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a couple who had a beautiful daughter named Amaka. They took care of her. They gave her all she needed. But unfortunately for them, they did not live to see her grow. They died of a strange illness. Amaka went to stay with her grandmother. They would cook, go to the farm. They did a lot of things together. She was so happy. Her grandmother took good care of her. But one day, her grandmother became ill. Amaka would cry and cry, praying to God to heal her. Her grandmother took a lot of medication, but it was not effective. Her grandmother could not stand from the bed. The illness was getting worse every day by day. But before her grandmother died, she blessed her and told her she would be a healer and do great things. But Amaka did not understand what her grandmother was saying because she was very young at that time. After the death of her grandmother, that was when Amaka's pain began. She went to stay with her wicked auntie who had no child after 10 years of marriage. Her auntie was so wicked to her because she had no child. She vowed that since God has refused to give her a child of her own, she would be wicked to any child she comes across. Her auntie was well known to be wicked to kids in the village. Her auntie would make Amaka sweep the compound, clean, do all the chores in the house, but she would give Amaka a little portion of food, which was not enough. One fateful day, her auntie sent her to the forest to fetch firewood alone, knowing fully well it was forbidden to go to the forest on that market day. Amaka pleaded with her to let her go the next day, but she refused. So Amaka had no option but to go. On her way to fetch the firewood, she heard a loud cry from the bush, and she rushed to know what was happening. To her greatest surprise, she saw a woman who has been bitten by a snake. She was in so much pain and begged Amaka to help her. Amaka was so confused on what to do. Amaka decided to just get any herbs she see around her to help the woman. She applied the herbs on the woman's injury. After everything, Amaka helped the woman back to her house. It was getting late already. She did not know what to do because she has not gotten the firewood. When Amaka went back home, she pleaded to her auntie to forgive her, trying to explain what had happened. But her auntie refused to listen. She was so angry. She sent Amaka packing. Her auntie's husband tried to calm her down, but she refused. She said Amaka must go. Amaka cried and cried. Amaka, being stranded and scared, not knowing what to do, went back to the woman who was bitten by a snake she had helped to ask for help. The woman and her family welcomed and took her in. She slept for the night there. The next morning, when they woke up, the woman noticed that she was healed. She was fine, and her back pain, which she has had for years, was also healed completely. Her family was grateful and told Amaka to live with them. Amaka was very happy and also confused at the same time because she literally had no idea of the herbs she gave to the woman yesterday. But she remembered the blessings her grandmother gave to her before she died. The woman and her family advised Amaka to become a healer. They told her to use her gifts to help people, which Amaka agreed. After some years, Amaka's healing skills spread like wildfire all over the village and across. Her auntie, who heard about the powerful healer, decided to travel to see the healer for a child. Without knowing the greatest healer she came to see was Amaka. She knelt down and begged Amaka to forgive her. Amaka forgave her and they hugged each other. Later, Amaka gave her some herbs to take back home. After some months, her auntie got pregnant. The lesson of this story is that you should never look down on anybody. You should be kind to people. Be kind to strangers because you don't know who your helper might be. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.